number 25. Which of the following is an example of figurative language? Well, we know what figurative language is. We've studied lots of different types of figurative language. We know that figurative means that there's something that's not real or not really there, okay? So we're going to look back and see, first of all, is it figurative? And we should be able to name what type it is because we're pretty familiar with these. So let's look. A, we have a sea of grass. Well, is there anything figurative there? It says we rode in wagons through a sea of grass. Is there really a sea there? No. This is the Great Plains that they were traveling through. So there is something figurative. This is a metaphor, basically comparing the Great Plains that they were traveling through to a sea because it was so wide and vast they could not see the end of it. So it was like a sea. There is no sea there. It is figurative. Let's check the rest though. B, preserve a memory. We wanted to preserve the memory. Well, they really did want to preserve their memory, so that is not figurative. C, where we would stay. In time we reached the land where we would stay. Well, they really did stay there. So that is not figurative. D, passed our stories down. We passed our stories down from year to year. They really did pass the stories down. That doesn't have to mean that they actually took a piece of paper and passed it down. You can pass it down by telling it orally to someone. So they really did. That is not figurative. The only thing figurative here is the sea. There is no sea. That is a metaphor. Oops, wrong one. That is a metaphor comparing the plains to a sea of grass. All right, so look at your answer sheet to see what you chose. You're going to fill it into your corrections chart. That's number 25. Which is an example of figurative language. You put what you chose, why you chose it, what is wrong with it. Okay, remember, and this is the good strategy or tip for this one. Not really there. And you should be able to name what type if it is figurative language and tell me what's figurative. All right, so sorry about this little blurb here. All right, so the correct answer is, well, it was A. I should have left it. A, a sea of grass. It is a metaphor. We're comparing the plains to a sea, like an endless sea. Because if you've ever been to the ocean and you look out, you can't see the end of it. That's why they're comparing this grassy plain to an ocean. Those two things are not normally alike. And there is, the sea is figurative. It's not really there. Okay. So again, for our strategy, figurative means it's not really there. Look through your choices and say, is there anything figurative there? There really is no sea. That's figurative. And you should be able to tell me it is a metaphor. Name what type. All right, that is it for number 25.